wake up in the mountains drunk as hell in a dress. Oh my God. Oh my God, dog. If you wake up on top of a mountain in a dress with a fucked up haircut, how much money he got? Let me see. It's not showing the money. With about 53,000 in your pocket. No, what's that? 500,000 in your pocket. You done had a fucked up night. You done had a fucked up night. I didn't even know I could start the session like that. Damn. You wake up on top of a mountain in a dress with $500,000 in your pocket. Oh my God. You need to stop drinking. Dead ass. I done lost my, oh my God. Find money. Lost my whole pack of cigarettes. I gotta stop this shit. See, I do this shit because all them glitches don't work, man. Y'all gonna thank me later when you figure out how much time and effort. This shit ain't easy. People won't actually, and my playing skills is low because I don't know the computer terminology. When they be saying what they be saying, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. AFK, away from controller. In my world, controller start with a C. They not saying AFK. Sound like they saying JFK. How the fuck if it's AFK and controller start with a C? But in their world, it's just like, oh well, you know, they coming up with all these excuses for shit that don't make sense. And then when you do shit that don't make sense, they don't comprehend none of that shit. You feel me? So I go through all the bullshit, test out all, and you gotta do shit you ain't never did before. Like you ain't never, it's a lot of shit in this game that you ain't never used. And they done mastered all that shit in a split second. You doing 3 things at one time. You gotta learn how to get to this job or you gotta win the race or lose the race. They be telling you to do shit you ain't even know you could do and you had. And they telling you like, oh, you supposed to know. Like how the fuck you supposed to know this shit? You feel me? You're not finna do this doing something and to mastering it in a split second your first time. That's why a lot of people say these glitches don't work. And then you gotta refresh your character. Cause see, if you fuck up, they ain't telling you you got to refresh your character all over again. That's the part where that's why glitches don't work for these motherfuckers. Cause they ain't telling you, oh, you got to start all the way over. And a lot of niggas don't want to do that shit. So that's why this shit ain't for everybody. Cause if you fuck up, it's better to leave the session, start all over again. Cause your shit ain't gonna never hit. Cause your whole session fucked up. And they not gonna tell you that shit. They just gonna run through the shit like you supposed to get it right the first time and be like, well, it's working for me. That's all they gonna say. I can show you plenty glitched out shit that took hours to get. I only think I did one shit right in my first try. And that was the nightclub car duplication glitch. The rest of that shit, it took me a long time to get, dog. And I'm just not getting better at the shit. And then on some of them shits, we be making so much money. Like, what's the point of dealing with these motherfuckers that don't believe shit you say anyway? No matter, you can show them whatever, they still don't believe you. I be like, you got 50 people that believe and 10 people that don't. Why would I be dealing with the 10 that don't believe shit? Like, I don't understand that shit, dog. That shit just weird to me, man. I just be trying to help these people out, like, cause people helped me out in the beginning, man. That's how I thought you played the game. That's why I don't play with them young dudes that I don't know what their purpose is in life. They fight low levels and they talk shit. I'm the type nigga that I'm not just finna let you talk to me any old kind of way, dog. I don't know where they get that shit from, dog. I don't know. I ain't never been around nobody like that, man. I'm from the West Side, and I know for a fact, no matter what city you in, you ain't just finna go to the West Side talking to West Side niggas any old kind of way, anytime that you feel, dog. That's in any city. I was never the type of person to be like, oh, well, he ain't from my side of town. He a lame ass nigga. I don't know who raised these niggas nowadays, dog. I ain't never heard no shit like that before. See, when I grew up, the neighborhoods either fought the neighborhoods or played each other in football, and people knew about you based on your performance during these games. And I don't think the neighborhoods play each other no more. I'm thinking that they gotta wait till they go to high school to know anything about football or whatever. We ain't go through that shit. Every nigga on the football team in my generation played in the neighborhood, same shit, just unorganized football. But everybody knew everybody, like, oh yeah, we heard about that nigga there. That's Big Al. You feel me? And then when we did get to high school, we had to fight. Because if my school beat your school, the losing school wanted to fight. So that's where we show up at. Like, you ain't finna talk about our girls. And here's the scary thing. We had fine ass bitches, man. We had a lot of fine ass girls, dog. You couldn't help but want to talk to some of them girls, man. Like, on some real shit, dog. Like, you know, when you young and I go to church with these girls, see, the only reason I think that I beat a lot of people because I went to church with all the pretty girls and shit. And the only thing they did was smoke weed on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? They might see a girl or whatever. I know her aunties, her cousins. We done went, and I used to sing in the choir, so I went to choir rehearsal. Nothing but girls. Like, it's 3 boys or 4 boys for every 10 girls. So if it's 30 of us, it might be like 100 of them. 3 or 4 times a week, all Saturday and Sunday and Wednesday. Right. So that's how I know they be lying. They might see some girls in school, and that's it. I gotta deal with these girls 3-4 days out the week. Some of them square, some of them not. I don't know why my shit don't be loading like this, man. You feel me? My homeboy told me to go to job activity or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. When shit work, I'll help you get some money. I'll show you how the shit work. I'll tell you the bullshit that don't work. And if your skill level low, I'll be like, man, that shit hard as fuck. You ain't gonna hit it on the first time. You gonna need too many millions of dollars worth of shit to try to do the shit. Cause everybody ain't got no arena, nightclub, and the bank tower or whatever it is. Some of that shit, and then everybody ain't got a mobile facility, and your storage gotta be clean. I'm just like y'all, you know, I put guns in my shit. First thing they gonna tell you, oh, you need storage space here. You need this particular bunker. You gonna spend millions just to make millions. They not gonna tell you none of that shit. And then because they gotta fly a helicopter an extra 3-4 miles, they act like, you know, you slowing them down. See, all these people that do glitches, it's always to their advantage. They always like, okay, you wasting my time. They don't care about when you waste their time. And then they always saying shit patched. Something ain't right. Shit don't get patched if you don't lead the session. You got a good session. Like I say, me, I might run some shit 3-4 days. They shit patched. I'll go live and be like, man, I never left the session. What's the point of leaving the session? I might run this shit 2-3 days. I don't know what the fuck they doing. That ain't none of my business. You feel me? I ain't got nothing to do with that shit, dog. I just be listening to them. You feel me? Like right now, I'd be like, I'm trying to load in. I don't know why the fuck it's taking so goddamn long to be loading in. And people I used to play with never did believe shit that I be saying. I say, man, y'all either smoking too much weed or y'all motherfucking retarded, dog. I just stopped playing with them, man. I said, I got tired. I'm looking dead at the screen. I don't know what the fuck going on. That's why I talk to people that'll listen and move the fuck on, dog. Them people can't be your friends. And, like, see, I ain't even gonna lie. It get to the point where I get so mad, dog. I be like, we just gotta fight. If you just think I'm just constantly lying and never telling the truth, and I let you into my inner circle, I'd rather just fight, dog. Like, dead ass, man. I don't know how they take that shit. And I fight good. I don't know what they done made up, dog. I tell a nigga straight up, man. Like, man, I ain't finna go through all that shit. See, I ain't got no angle. I'm not telling dudes why I need money or I need all these things that they be saying that they be need. I don't know about the cards, the dots. So I don't be asking niggas for none of that shit. You feel me? I ain't never asked a nigga for none of that shit, dog. I don't get none of that weird shit they be saying. I ain't never once came at a nigga with no form of angle. I be like, nigga, you want to try this glitch? You know what I'm saying? It feel good to let a nigga know if he made 20 million from fucking with me, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I helped that nigga make $20 million and shit. You feel me? He know that and I know that. So his whole team will be on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I posted, whether you want to call it the airport glitch, the Leicester glitch, whatever it is, whatever you want to name that glitch where you sit at the airport. I posted that shit for 3 days. I ain't trying to be the first one, last one, or nothing. I just try to post shit. Get your money. You feel me? That's all I was doing. They coming at me with that shit Photoshop or all this shit, and people be lying. Man, I ain't got nothing. Even in the real world, people be lying. You can't. What I supposed to do? Like, I'm in Atlanta. I went to North Clay. I know a lot of rappers, strippers, and all that. You'll be like, damn, you know these motherfuckers for real. Niggas from my big time niggas, you wouldn't even believe that shit. You'll be like, nah. Well, you probably like, man, nigga, I know these niggas. Like your homies in prisons, we done sat down and ate soups for years with these niggas, man. Know these niggas very well. You'll be like, damn. Marine, Navy, Army. See, that's why I say I can't deal with kids. You know what I'm saying? Because they was probably the bomb in high school. Nigga, this is some professional type shit. This ain't the junior high school shit, dog. It's not my fault that they playing their daddy game or however they got their game from their mommy or whatever, and they smoke their weed and feel as though they ready for the real deal. I don't know where they get that shit from, dog. Like I said, this game's 6 years old. They've been playing this game for 6 years. They've been playing PS3 because I've been hearing it. Or I had my PS3 and I got my money trans. I be looking at some of these dudes wearing the glitch clothes from 10 years ago and shit. I be like, man, y'all ain't got none of the new shit. Because I can pull up on the scene and switch into all the new shit. I know that. They wearing old shit. I got all the cars. They just did to put the, like my son, first thing he sent me was to put bennies on anything. I was like, damn, if they put bennies on anything, anybody, like, we had that shit a year ago. Now this shit all about the Yankton plates. I didn't know nothing about that. I don't give a fuck about what kind of plates you got. I can get all Yankton plates if I cared about the shit. Like my homeboy, the King Glitcher. This nigga putting goddamn rims on shit that ain't even supposed to have rims. Like the Terabyte, like, and the fucking Avenger. I'm like, damn, dog. Niggas ain't even thinking like how this nigga think. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he been doing that shit for a while. What the fuck I look like challenging a nigga? Because I know he's trying to get monetized and all that shit. I just sit back and learn and keep it pushing, dog. I'm not finna come, oh, you lying and oh, you flexing and like, when did this trend, why did people jump on the bullshit bandwagon? And a little 13-year-old kid think that he can just sit back. I say, I just mute this nigga. Once I see, when I first started playing, I ain't know nothing about that mute shit. I'm like, what the fuck does toggle? It says toggle mute. I don't even know what that means. It don't say mute a player, speech on or speech off. It say toggle mute. You go to player's name and you just mute somebody. That's all I do. People ask me, well, why you muted me in the party? Like, nigga, cause you say stupid shit all day. And the reason why this shit is real and it's a video game, cause this game based on money. You ain't talking about nothing all night. We ain't having fun. Why would I listen to you? What would be the purpose of that? See, now I'm getting into the gun game and my KD and shit. So that's when I'm gonna start posting. My KD lower than the type of person that I am. I got better because I went to bad sport, learned how. I'm not finna just be blowing myself up all day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them dudes with the high KD, they kill themselves right before you kill them. That's all that is. That's another glitch. I'm not about to do all that. I'm not finna kill a nigga with an RPG all day. Or I'm not finna buy a plane and just kill people. And the second I pull my plane out, lead the session. I'm not about to do that. That's what they be doing. I'm not finna sit around and kill low levels all day to raise my KD up. No, I want my gun game to be right where it's supposed to be. And I pull up, you either kill me or I kill you. I'm not finna use all these strange ass tricks what these kids be doing, dog. Cause like I said, that's all they be doing. Cause I done killed some of the best of them. Level 700s, I'm pulling up to them. I'm like, it's 4 against 1. I done killed 3 of them. They the ones killing themselves all day. I'm saying, why y'all keep doing that? Like, straight up, no lies. Like, all these enemies that I got, cause I done killed all they friends by myself. No oppressor, none of that shit. Cause I battled this dude with the oppressor. I was in basketball. It was 5-5. I said, man, this is stupid. We keep killing each other. Take it to the ground. That's all they be doing, dog. Just different forms of lies and tricks and shit. Or these dudes want to meet you on the beach. So that's called a spawn trap. I can do that too. I do the yacht trap all the time. I sit on my yacht and just pluck people off. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't always at that level. Once I learned how to do it, it ain't that hard. It ain't hard. I don't even use my tank. Like I said, a lot of these people sit in the tank. It's several ways to get your KD up. I don't even use the tank like that. Unless I use my tank like 3-4 times in a year. You know what I'm saying? I just buy shit, leave it in the garage and chill. I like playing with my guns. I don't know why this shit acting the way it is, man. So this video is kind of lame because it won't let me join. Sorry about that.